Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Andrew McCart, IFL TV. I'm still out here in Riyadh. I'm rinsing and repeating Gareth A. Davies. You're a IFL regular, and I think you like it.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you to say. I thought you said you were out here in rehab. But
I've been there as well. So, yeah, I'm out here in Riyadh.
I feel like I'm out here in rehab. It's been such a long day, and then suddenly, well, you'll come to it, I'm sure, but massive breaking news. I'm trying to digest it still, but yeah, great to be here. Great to be a regular on your show. I don't know if that means I'm in, or I don't know if that means I'm being exploited.
Exploited, 100% exploited. There's no other way. We're just exploiting you, Gareth.
Well, the last 2 nights I've really enjoyed doing the payoff. It's a 30-second video. Are we doing it tonight?
Yes, we'll do the closeout today.
Well,
of course we will.
Most looking forward to.
Because you're on camera with me, that's the big deal, isn't it? Now, you alluded.
You make me look old.
I've got more grey hair than you, Gareth. That's the thing, and I'm probably 15 years younger.
We can't really compete on the hair stakes. I'd look like a thug if I had really kind of like #1 haircut, I think. Well, I do look like a thug.
That's why I cut my hair like that, to look like a thug. You alluded to some breaking news. Before we talk about the weigh-in, obviously we're 1 day away from Knockout Chaos, which we're all excited about, but you alluded to the fact of breaking news, and I'm going to go there. Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul, July 20th, out in Dallas, Texas. Your immediate reaction to seeing that fight news?
My immediate reaction, well, I've just written a piece for the Telegraph on my way here in the car, and I wasn't driving, by the way. Well, I mean, I thought Jake Paul was going to end up fighting KSI this year because the avenues seem to be narrowing for him. You know, he's fighting no-hopers and guys with no kind of records at all. You know, when he fought Anderson Silva, I couldn't believe I was saying that in the same breath. You know, a great hero of mine, and everyone in the martial arts world, one of the greatest knockout artists ever, with his feet and his hands even. And now he's fighting Mike Tyson. I think we just want to... it's a very clever piece of marketing, because I think we all want to see Mike Tyson knock him out. So we'll all watch it. I think it'll be enormous. I think it'll do millions in pay-per-view, like million. This is going to be a big earner. Mike is such a great human being these days. He'll know the game. But I think we want to see him hurt Jake Paul. So I will watch it. He may not get near him. We don't know. Jake's a big lump. But I don't know. I'm ambivalent about it, really. I'm definitely going to watch it. I didn't enjoy the Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson fight, if you remember, back in 2020 during lockdown. But it was one of the biggest pay-per-view events of the year, if you recall. Did over 1 million pay-per-view buys, didn't it? And it wasn't... I think I was writing live on it. Was that a 4-round fight? 4 or 6-round fight? And that was Tyson Fury then. It was Mike Goodall who puts the rings together.
I don't think Mike Goodall's ever been called Tyson Fury, but...
No, furious. I was really disappointed with that fight. I remember writing about it live in the middle of the night, and can I say it was a mismatch that night? Yeah, it was a bit of a mismatch. This may end up a mismatch. I mean, when you see Mike Tyson busting those with Rafael Cordero at MMA Kings, I think they're still MMA Kings. One of the great coaches, by the way, one of the great people in fight sports, Cordero. You just wonder, is Jake really going to be able to live with him? So look, it'll get universal derision. It's one of those. I just put "Wow, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson" and a picture of the poster on my Instagram, and everyone's gone mad about it. You know, why are you backing this? I didn't back it. I just said "Wow" or "Whoa."
How did you spell it?
W-O-W.
That's wow.
Yeah, but wow is that wow? But there's no.
Whoa is W-H-O-A.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, I didn't have any intonation with wow. It's not like. I don't feel a negative or a positive about it at the moment. I just think it's a big marketing ploy. Jake Paul, this is what he does. He's a master of PR. Mike Tyson's up for it. He's probably going to be paid handsomely, and good luck to him. You know, the most famous YouTuber on the planet is fighting the most famous living boxer on the planet. So it's going to be enormous.
What kind of Mike Tyson are you hoping for? Now, if you remember, I'm going to ask.
Well, the 1989 version would be nice because we can all just sit back and watch Jake Paul get knocked out in a minute. But what kind of Mike Tyson?
The security guard. Remember when he bit Evander Holyfield's ear off and all the security came in the ring and he was stunned like that? That type of Mike Tyson?
Well, Mike Tyson won't want to be embarrassed, I'll tell you that. It's a bit like when Ricky Hatton fought Marco Antonio Barrera and they were well past the sell-by date. You know, it's an exhibition, they touch gloves a lot, they box well against each other, but neither of them wants to make a fool of themselves. Mike Tyson won't want to make a fool of himself against Jake Paul. I'm picking Mike Tyson off the bat here to win the fight, on points or by 3-round knockout. We don't know how many rounds it is yet and all that kind of thing. But I just hope Jake Paul has bitten off more than he can chew in this one.
I tell you what though, Gareth, it's just another crazy world in the world of boxing, if we're going to be honest, man. This sport just does not cease to amaze me every time. Seems like every day when you've got, like, obviously all this stuff here out in Riyadh, the knockout chaos and all the fights that are happening in Saudi Arabia of late. Now we've got Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul. Now, I don't know what you've heard or what you can say, but Conor Benn, Manny Pacquiao are both here. I've heard some rumours.
Here as well, is he?
Honestly, I don't know if you've heard any rumours about them too, maybe.
Well, I haven't heard rumours. I had a lunch with Eddie Hearn yesterday where he said we're trying to make the fight, and it's close to being made. I know that Manny Pacquiao rolled into town. I saw his bouquet of flowers when he arrived at the airport with Jinky, and I didn't know Conor Benn was here. That's amazing. But Eddie Hearn over a lunch yesterday said we are definitely trying to get the fight made. Well, it's a great marketing fight. It's a great opportunity to put Conor Benn's name out there. They still need to get the appeal hearing ratified as to whether UKAD and the Boxing Board of Control have won that appeal with sporting arbitration. He's off a Texas license at the moment anyway, so they'll want to do that fight in the UK. It's a big fight in the UK. Manny never fought in the UK, so it'd be great to see him there. I mean, I covered his entire career, and you know, the man is a walking legend, both in politics and in boxing. I mean, he's David Beckham and Lady Di rolled into one in the Philippines. He is that kind of figure. He's an ancient Maharlikan, which I'll explain, which is they were the gods of the Philippines, of the ancient tribes, and the Maharlikans bestrode the islands like kings, like gods, with giant footsteps, and that's what they say, that Pacquiao is descended from the Maharlikans.
Wow, I didn't know that. Again, the way with words you have, Gareth, is the reason why I speak to you, because you're teaching me how to speak, basically, English.
But I think, you know, our sports, combat sports, is so much about tribes. It's so global. It's so much about DNA. It's so much about historical features. Everyone from their own tribe brings that DNA, and it's like you were saying just now about it never ceases to amaze you what fights get made in boxing and in MMA and the crossovers. When you and I were talking about our fights in the Crown Plaza a few iterations ago, what, 6 months ago? It was Christmas. Everyone in the media wanted to chip in when they were sitting nearby, weren't they, having a laugh with us? If you scream "fight, fight, fight" in the playground, everybody goes to that corner, and it's no different in life. It's like the ignition of interest last night at the press conference really was all around Tyson Fury and Ngannou's back and forth. There was total decorum up on the dais, but when you shout "fight, fight, fight," this is happening, it just generates huge interest, because it's part of the human condition. You are drawn to want to watch it. You are drawn to want to witness it. You're drawn to want to be involved in it. So for me, there's a spark in you when you know fight sports, when certain fights are made, that you go, oh yeah.
Check 1, 2, 3.
I don't care.
Check 1, 2.
Thank you, Thomas. Make it sing, baby. There are some fights where you go.
Check 1, 2.
There.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Testing 1, 2.
It's very loud. No, but there are some fights that are announced, and you go, yeah, so and so's a massive favourite in that, or doesn't really intrigue me. But other fights that get called, you go, oh yeah, like Canelo and Beterbiev really excites me, for example. But it's one of the it's a feel, isn't it? It's an instinctual feel. Jake Paul, and Mike Tyson works. Conor Benn and Manny Pacquiao really works.
Let me get your thoughts on it. Obviously, Manny Pacquiao has been fought since August 2021. He's, 45 years old now. Conor Benn's a young, up-and-coming, hungry fighter. Is it the right fight for Conor?
Oh, it's a perfect fight for him. I mean, there's jeopardy there as well, because Manny Pacquiao's got power, but he's slow. We saw that in his last performance. He's done a couple of exhibition bouts. What was he, 68 fights in or something like that? Can't remember exactly right now. 20 years at a world level, up 8 weight divisions from, flyweight at the beginning in 1998. That's 26 years ago. I mean, we were children then, virtually. No, it's extraordinary. But again, I think they're trying to market Conor Benn very heavily. His 2 positive tests for clomiphene didn't do him any favours when they came out. But at the same time, it's made his name really big. And I think Eddie Hearn and he should take advantage of it now.
Gav, I know you're
taking advantage of it.
I know you're pressed for time. I know you're a busy man. You've got a lot of work to do yourself, so I won't keep you much longer. I'll end it there. But no doubt, I'll speak to you throughout the week, or probably after this again.
About 10 times a day. What are you on about? And then we tell our life stories and we have fun together.
Exactly, Gav. Listen, well done, brother. Man, I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, Gareth. Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.